Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Karminia Chaos, the Reliquary Towers Dungeons and Dragons show. Today, episode 10. We are returning to a secret session. Low on people and without our traditional studio, we are here in a different basement. Joined today, unfortunately, without our fighter Jorn, our divine sorcerer Tallow, our warlock the professor. We have with us Zaccardi as Felix Locust,
Hello.
Marshall as Vengeance, and, of course, Nora as Ariena. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. Last time the party separated now, Jorn taking Tallow and the professor to go do recon in the forest outside the city of Mossborough. The rest of the town came together to try and figure some stuff out. On the rest of the party, not the town, came together. Felix attempting to get into a library, but being unable to afford it because of his
membership and
race
and price.
he was
I'm
unable
a
to access the library.
I'm a poor tiefling.
However, fortunately for them, Eveline has a membership to the library. So they head to the library.
Unfortunately, we've decided to do another mission.
So they head to the library. On the way there, they bump into some people from Ariena's past. Members of the Arbiter's Sons, a guild of do-gooders across the entirety of Karminia who work in small groups to affect as much positivity in the world as they possibly can. These two men, Half and Infernium, Tiefling and Half-Orc, begin talking to Ariena about their requisition. Ariena, about their requisition. I saw that look.
You did it 3 times after making sure you got it right the first time.
I'm sorry.
You can sub it in of the time you got it right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I know.
No, he's not doing that.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
Communicating with these people, Half and Infernium check in with Ariena in order to find out what the progress they have made in figuring out what a danger Jorn Cinderheart might be. As naturally, they want to decrease the likelihood of another Vassenrai-Iberian war. Deciding that Jorn cannot be allowed to return to Vassenrai without creating an international conflict.
With Valkyrak specifically.
Well, international conflict between Iberian and Vassenrai. They have decided that Jorn cannot complete his mission to slay the warlord Valkyrgak. Instead, they have decided to ride to the town of Mossborough and try and solve the problem themselves, depending on what they find there.
We're all gonna die, basically.
Yep.
We are still in the alley with
The two
Eveline, Infernium, and Half.
The two nincompoops in Eveline.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it.
She kind
I
of
refuse to call them by their names. They are nincompoops.
Eveline has left, though, to go return to Key 3. She's going to stay here, and the two of them are going to work together to mass-produce a cure to hopefully help as many people inside the quarantine section of Isle Tale as possible.
Kid 3 approved.
Key 3 approved mission.
Is it Kid 3 or Key 3?
It's Kid 3.
It's Key 3.
Carter! How's those
And it
names
doesn't
coming
matter.
along?
It doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter. Like, that's an NPC. With a player, sure, but with that, I don't care.
Marshall, the goal is
Kid
to
3,
cause
Key 3,
conflict.
it's all the same. She's the same halfling, lovable halfling.
The goal is to cause conflict.
No, I want an easy time on our DM. I don't want him to smite us. Yes, good
Divorce,
job, DM.
Jordan.
Keep going, yes. Oh, God.
Yes. Half and Infernium kind of look at you and go like, okay, are you leaving right now, or?
That would probably be best.
Got
if
it,
we're trying to
okay.
be a cleric.
Do you need us to come with you, or
Dead weight.
should we stick to other affairs?
What is your strengths in combat? Because there is going to be combat.
I hit stuff. I also hit stuff.
I'm squinting my eyes, but like I'm just realizing my mask is on, so
Yeah.
it's very.
They might be too complicated for our plan.
It's probably best if you stay here.
Okay. We'll await your safe return.
I was gonna offer meat shields.
Ooh, okay.
You guys are now standing in an alleyway, waiting.
Can I go
Something.
get
go
some
find-
horses?
Find some
Absolutely.
steeds.
You run up to try and find a stables.
Except they were all on the other side of the city.
They were all on the other side of the city.
So past a quarantine zone kind of thing, or
Yes, they were. No, they were in the quarantine zone because
Oh.
the entire half of the section was covered. But any stables,
Are quite stable.
horses would be zombie food right now.
yeah. No,
Well, I
that's why I
mean,
said in the
people
quarantine zone because that'd be a problem.
Wouldn't people take the horses out because it's just quicker?
I was about to say,
Yeah, okay.
you find a way to get around the side of. Okay. You move towards the side of the city where you see there is a much more quickly built stables that's set up now that has a couple of different horses there.
Are they unstable?
They are unstable. It is an unstable stable. It's not like poorly constructed, but it's definitely not as reinforced as you expect something of this structure to be. You see there are a couple elven women just kind of walking around the side. A couple tending to the horses. Another one is seeing to what seems to be a customer, showing them all the different breeds and stock they have.
I'm just the happiest girl in the world right now.
Absolutely.
I'm like, horse.
Horse!
Now that I'm thinking about it, we probably only need one because like one of like you guys could share a horse, or like someone could hop on my horse, because it's realistically like two people could ride one horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't want to dump money.
It also depends on how much we have to.
Someone who looks
See how
like they
cheap they
work
are.
there.
Because if we have an
approach one of the
extra,
elven women, they look up at you and go, "Oh, hi, hun. What can I do for you?"
I'm looking to rent a horse if that's possible.
Buy or rent a horse. Okay. Well, what are you looking for?
Something quick.
pretty horse.
Quick. Okay. I mean,
Preferably something that's not too expensive.
quick and not too expensive don't exactly go hand in hand. I can see what we have, but just give me a second. I'll go look
Okay.
through the stables.
Just for
I need to
clarification.
remember what page horse costs are.
Oh, of course.
Mountain vehicles. There we are. You're looking for a camel?
No.
Or can I interest you in an elephant?
Yes. Outfit it.
No.
Outfit it for more, and we will have our victory.
Just
You
for
have 200 gold pieces.
Ooh.
No.
Exactly.
just for clarification, Carter.
That's why I
Abyss
mentioned or
is a
rent, because I don't think I can
warhorse.
afford a horse.
Abyss is a warhorse, just so you're aware.
Yes. Okay. I see horses being split into draft and riding.
That warhorse is something.
Oh, right. It
literally
has
on the
it has
spell.
stats. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because they are stats. The warhorse.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's in the appendix of. The
Yes, I am now aware.
Just giving you a heads up so that if anything happens, it's in there.
So, budgetarily speaking, we do have a couple of older breeds. They're only $40 right now to own. Sorry, 40 gold pieces.
What is this doll hair?
What are these doll hairs you speak of? What is this? What foul sorcery is this?
With paper! Paper money? Outrageous!
Vassenrai does use paper notes, actually.
This
Oh,
is
fake
in
money?
Vassenrai.
Yeah, I know.
IOUs.
Ooh, that's right. Actually going through the pain of all that.
Yeah. It's a capitalist utopia. And by
money.
that I mean there is very little regulation on what you can do to your workers.
Slave trades.
No,
Don't
there's
do
no
it.
slave trade there actually.
No?
Only Cordon
Oh,
Ball
right.
is the only place
Militarism,
that still
right.
has a slave trade.
Fun.
We do have a couple older breeds. They're a little bit on the slower side now, or at least they don't have as much stamina as they used to be. If you're looking strictly budgetarily, they're only about 30 to 35 gold pieces, depending on what you want to do.
Would that be to buy or to borrow?
To buy. Typically, we don't exactly rent horses specifically, because especially if you're going on longer journeys, like we can do like hour rentals typically if you're just
okay.
looking to like
No, that doesn't
teach
work
somebody
for
how to. Yes. Unfortunately, though, if you are going to be leaving town, we do typically insist on purchases, just because a lot of our steeds have kind of. We have not been able to restock any product as of recently. You see, like, she is getting somewhat emotional at, like, the idea of what happened, and is kind of, like, relying on business to kind of, like, force down that kind of emotional arrival. We do have a couple quicker horses. We actually do have one champion won a couple races in the Mossborough betting tracks. Currently is going for about 150 gold pieces.
Okay.
Typically, we do have some quicker ones, though, that are more in the 75 area. You know, no deeds to their name yet.
Okay. This is a bit more pricey than I thought it was. Okay.
You're buying a steed. What do you expect?
What? Any horse is a fast horse.
I mean, of course they're going to be faster than you no matter what, but I'm just saying that, like, from the range.
It's
show
all-
horse move speeds. No, they're not faster than her.
It's all about. It's
Some
all
of them
about the
aren't.
horse.
How much gold do you have?
It depends on how much she's willing to help me out with this. I have 27 on me.
27?
I have a lot of. Like, the horses are amazing. Any amount of money is fine. She's not a business person. No, she's
I
not
know.
Fartog.
But this is my thing, though. I don't think these are the type of people that take advantage of you. These are the type of people who would be, like, taken aback by your honesty and probably give you a good discount because
DM
of
is
it.
deciding how to
how-
screw me
how-
over.
I don't think it's screw you over. It's like, how do I play this?
Yeah, like,
That's fair.
these are people who are doing what they do because they love it.
it's not that blacksmith who's
mean-
like, I want money.
If you're willing to put more out there, I mean...
But any horse will do just fine.
But what are you looking for?
A nice, pretty horse.
A pretty...
It's like the marshal me is like,
Yeah.
I want a.
Out of character, I'm just saying, if you get a pretty horse, the contrast that it's gonna be an undead, a black shadowy mist of a horse next to this very fashionable, very showman pretty horse just walking up the town together. People are like, the
Written by fucking Batman.
Give me one moment. You see she kind of walks into the back and you see she comes trotting around with a massive, like, pure black horse with this, like, almost pure white mane. It is a weird mixture of colors to occur naturally. And you see, like, it is discernibly muscular for a horse. Like, this thing has put in the hours. It is...
Yeah, I know how much money you have.
And kind of looks at you and is just like, this is the finest horse we have.
That is a beautiful horse.
For you,
Amazing.
110 gold pieces. I thought you said you had a lot of money in your wallet.
no, Marshall me doesn't say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
3 gold more than we could pull.
Yeah, we're off by 3 gold.
I can't help but notice you only paid one of your 4 gems to
Oh, you got 3 gold there.
I have 3 gems worth gold.
Oh, that's good.
Whether I am able to bluff my way, because technically
I
they're
have
supposed to be
Alchemist
worth
Fire.
1 gem.
I got a teacup.
I have Alchemist Fire. I have a piece
Best
of
argument.
cloth.
I thought you said that together you were 3 gold off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have 3 gems worth 1 gold each,
Yeah.
then you
Yes,
have
but if I can only put 1 gem down, say that's worth at least 10 gold.
Oh, you're not gonna scam them. But technically, we don't
You
know.
guys don't know.
You guys don't know.
Oh. Oh.
I
Fartog or Felix? Fartog or Felix?
Oh no, I'm not. No.
That horse looks a little too fine, especially with what's happened. I don't think it's best we take it off your hands.
Okay.
I think they'd be better suited with you.
I continue
That and
petting the horse.
Also, where we're going, I don't think that horse might make it. Not saying it's not going to survive, it's just going to be a challenge. Can you hold that horse down? Through the reins and everything?
I've never ridden a horse before.
Are you familiar with the phrase, that's too much car for you?
All I'm saying is, if that one gets spooked, can you hold it
Oh,
down?
definitely not.
There you go. So,
I can find other options if you're not looking for
something maybe
Smaller?
a little...
the... Smaller? Okay.
A little
no.
smaller, please.
Little less oomph.
A little more color. No.
More colors?
Horses are
No.
naturally in all different colors.
But
Yep.
I was thinking I'd ride with you. Because your horse is magical, and I'm very inexperienced here.
Very well.
I will say this is still of the finer stock. It would be, but definitely not a champion. 60 gold pieces.
And what's its name?
This one?
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
When don't we?
This one is Horatio.
How do I spell that? Yeah, it's 60 gold. That'll do.
Takes the 60 gold.
It's
from you.
worth
Do you want me
it.
to pay part of it? Or the little I can?
Only if you feel comfortable doing that.
Sure. I'll pay 20 gold.
So you went to 40.
Yeah.
And you went
Yeah,
from
100
what
gold?
to what?
Oh, right, I
80
forgot I
to
gave you
7.
gold.
80. So 60 for the horse.
Yeah.
He's paying...
Yeah, no, I understand what's going on, Zaccardi.
Thank you for the horse.
You're welcome. You seem like
And for
someone
the
who's
money.
going to take good care of it. Can't wait to kill it on the journey.
Why did I do this?
Marshall might not cry. Vengeance or
Will definitely
Mary
cry.
will definitely cry.
Alright,
And
Horatio.
Ariana
they-
will have to be there to...
They get it saddled up for you and hand off the reins. Horatio!
I look at the ring.
You've never...
Everybody realizes at once.
Do you buy lessons? Or sorry, do you sell lessons?
Don't
I mean,
worry
yeah, but
about it.
Okay.
I... Oh, dear Lord, this is going to be a long journey.
When she just kind of looks away, kind of seemingly pretending not to have heard that last part, in the kind of like, oh my god, what have I just done?
It's like when you sell a used motorcycle to someone that's all busted up.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
happened to you? Oh, I just crashed my old motorcycle. I need a new one.
You now have a horse.
Woo! I'll add it to my equipment.
Go for it. Like, it's yours. You paid for it.
See, this is why I have this character sheet. Because I actually have a small little section here for mounts.
I have a big section for mounts.
Yes,
Called
it's called
the
a
blank
blank sheet.
There you go.
Are you all ready to take off?
Yeah, I'll try and get on it.
Yeah, sure. It's
How
very
big is
friendly
the
to-
horse?
It's pretty. It's
I
like
don't need to
it's a
worry.
horse. It's horse size.
I know. Compared, like, is it easier?
You know, like Mary
She's
is
like
not.
5'7".
I was gonna say Vengeance is not particularly short, and it's like a horse built for elf or like
Oh,
horses are like
a
just
lot
used
smaller
for
than
elf
that.
to human. Like
I have
size
to remember that I'm
yeah.
freaking tall.
Yeah, like
Tall people.
everybody is not short. You're just freakishly huge.
I mean, everyone's just freakishly huge. It's just the two of us are normal sized.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah.
Getting on it is easy enough because it's used to riders. I was gonna say piloting, but piloting is not the right word. Riding is
Riding.
going to be something completely different.
It's all about getting in the mind of the
I'll
horse.
cast enhance ability for wisdom.
Okay.
You see that? Clip
So
that. I gotta
where are we exactly?
You
at
have advantage on wisdom
Vengeance?
checks.
You're on the edge of the town,
So,
uh,
yeah,
for how
close-
long?
closer towards Mossburn.
For an
It's
hour.
going to be about 1 day's ride to get there.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
that'll go good for the first hour.
You're not getting another one.
I will.
I'm tapped.
When we get to the edge of town and Vengeance hops on their horse, I will summon mine
Yeah.
and
Out of the mist, the
No.
demented horror horse.
It's
now
so
that
cute.
I'm like actually getting a scale of everything,
Yeah.
I'm realizing that my horse is probably gigantic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna help before I
have a
get
climb
on.
speed.
Because your horse is built to your size.
Yeah, I'm going to help.
Ariena doesn't need your help. They have a climb speed.
They have a climb speed, yes, but I am going to be generous and help them onto my horse.
Got it.
Unless you want to ride with.
Nope.
I am going. So after.
Demon horse.
I'd
said
say
it's a-
more undead.
You said abyssal horse.
Abyssal.
Demons are from the abyss.
Shadow, but
I'm,
still.
I'm joking. Joking.
Shadow, but shadow. I'm going to for the first little bit. I'm going to kind of instruct in a way, Vengeance here, how to ride a frickin' horse.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we
Do
go.
I have to roll a performance for this or
No.
No.
This is just going to be you taking the help action.
I have
already had
advantage.
advantage.
I have advantage on wisdom checks for the first hour, so that might help with the.
Okay, then
Learning
yeah,
or
just
whatever.
go with advantage. Make your animal handling.
You take a dice tray. I think you want a dice tray.
Well,
9.
With advantage?
Yeah, 3 and a 7.
nicely done.
Thank you.
I could
It's
have
not
done a
me.
10.
It's the horse. Actually, no.
You paid a little extra for a horse that is good with people and like friendly to newbies. So nothing terribly wrong happens.
Lose 10.
It is more difficult than you ever would have anticipated to actually guide this horse, though. So, if you encounter any difficult terrain of any type, it's going to greatly extend the time of your journey, not
Cool.
just partially. With that being said, I would like everybody to make a survival check for your days long of travel.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take my bird to go take a look up ahead.
Got it. You have
Ooh,
disadvantage
that's
because you
not-
have super exhaustion.
Which one do I want?
Yes.
I want that one. Okay.
Like,
But I'll give you advantage because you have the bird scouting, so just flat roll.
Survival, right?
Survival, yes.
that's great. 11.
That is plus
You have advantage on
1.
this
Oh,
because it's
15.
wisdom.
15?
Do you wanna use
perception.
the dice
Oh
tray?
no, survival.
Survival.
12. I
12.
should use the dice tray.
15.
15, so 12 and 15 is...
Nora, dice tray.
27 plus
Oh,
what did you have?
11.
11? There is no particular problem while you guys are traveling on the road. You encounter some other travelers that are kind of making that trek between Isletail and Mossburrow. All of them don't really pay much attention to you because they're all kind of a little nervous about stopping, you know, what if there's bandits, what if there's something in the woods, even wild animals. It's just stopping.
I'm assuming
on
they
the-
just give us like a side glance.
Yeah, you just kind of like side glance, maybe a nod if they're a bit
And
friendlier.
also we have Abyssal the horse.
Yeah, you also have Abyssal the horse, which is like
a skeletal, ghostly horse.
like people are definitely moving around you, not past you.
Okay, for march, we didn't explain marching order, did we?
No,
I kind of.
I just assumed you were in the
Yeah.
front because they're new to riding.
Okay, the way I was gonna picture it was I'd be on the right hand side of the road while you're right. She's riding next to me, so I can kind of
okay,
like
yeah,
show her
Yeah,
what
that
you're
works too.
doing.
Side by side is good.
So they just pass by her and still avoiding me. I
As
thought
the
that would
day-
be the easy one.
Yeah, as the day goes on and on more and more, you do come across a patch as you're riding along the dirt path, the dirt road. You do see there is a trail off into like shrubs not too far away that has had the grass is like heavily torn up.
As in, like, it's been traversed a lot?
Make a nature check.
Nature. Where's my nature? There it is. 19?
This is less continuous travel. This is something heavy was dragged along a soft ground.
Oh.
The corpses of 3 people we
Yeah.
can't see.
No. Maybe.
I can't discern what it is. Just something heavy was dragged across.
Yes.
Like
Not like absolutely huge. Like it's something probably smaller than you.
That gives you nothing.
was it with that roll? Can I discern
there
if it was
any
going
purple
into the
nearby?
shrubs or out of the shrubs?
There's no purple nearby. What?
Into or out of the shrubs?
Some of the shrubs are broken branches, and they're all kind of, none of them are trailing out, so are trailing out onto the grass, so inwards is probably the most likely cause. Something drags something into the thistle of shrubs, and then off into the forest beyond.
I kind of, when I realize this, I kind of like lean back a little bit. What do you think?
I am blind and deaf.
Yeah.
I wait for a moment.
Why are you blind and deaf?
Because I was looking around with my familiar.
Oh, right!
So nothing.
I see nothing.
Yeah. You can talk to Vengeance?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Or you could try and get my attention through other means.
Right. Vengeance.
What? Are we stopping?
Pull your reins back a little bit. Slow your horse down. Take a look over there.
It's a little jerky, but you've been on the road for a while now, so you're starting to get a little bit of the hang of it. Like,
Horatio
I'm still kind of
is
coaching
trying to-
her through it.
you don't have smooth turns, but like you're not right angles.
For someone who's so young, okay. Anyways,
Hey, mister, you sure know a lot for somebody so young.
what's that? What do
I
you
was
see?
raised on a farm, okay?
Oh god. What is that?
Something was dragged into those shrubs there. From the way it is, it's most likely a smaller thing. We could check it out, or we can continue moving on. That is entirely up to you. I do not care either way.
How late in the day is it?
You left pretty close to only a couple hours past dawn. You've been traveling for a good while. You're definitely past the halfway point, so you're probably gonna be... It's probably 5 o'clock-ish, pushing 6.
I mean,
Well-
we could easily find a... We can easily find a resting spot soon. We can take a look there, see if someone needs a camp.
If there's someone in need of something in that forest, I think we should check it out regardless. But at least we should wake up Ariena.
As you, Vengeance says that, I kind of shake you from the shoulder. No, just kind of like a...
Why did you say that name?
What is it?
I kind of point to the shrubs. Something was dragged down that way.
Okay.
Vengeance wants to take a look at it,
And,
just in case it is somebody.
and what do you think?
It's smaller than me.
Does it look like it'd be bigger than me? Like a person size or?
Make a nature check. Or actually survival, because this is tracking.
Oh, wisdom. 18. I rolled
18?
15.
Oh, damn.
Clerics.
Human size is correct. You are working in the like medium size category of
Okay.
like within a 5 foot by 5 foot.
But it's not like a halfling was dragged through there sort of thing.
Or
No.
no.
Like it is.
Okay.
No, it is. It is decently sized.
Okay.
Not necessarily a person. Could be a heavy
Human
chest.
size though.
Yes, human sized. Could be a heavy chest. Perhaps filled with riches.
Ooh.
I mean,
Levels.
it's probably just best to take a look because we're probably gonna need to stop make camp soon anyways.
Very
If it's
reasonable.
something we need to know about beforehand, rather now than later.
Could be someone in danger.
That's
Forced.
That's unfortunately possible, yeah.
I do agree with Vengeance. We should take a look. But in all honesty, we should keep our guard up just in case.
Do we want to just stay here and I take a look around with my familiar?
That is also a possibility. While you do that, we can set up camp
Okay.
so that in the event that it is truly nothing and that has just been there for a while, we can...
No time's been wasted.
Exactly.
I'll go start taking a look
Flawless.
around.
Got it.
I will
Um,
I will
Remember, I
instruct
advantage
you
on
how to
perception checks
dismount and
involving
Oh, yes.
everything.
I remember I have advantage on perception checks involving sight.
Got it.
I'm helping her get off her horse
Got
and
I fall.
teaching her how to
If you'd
tie
like to
up
choose
the
to fall,
horse.
you are
No.
most certainly welcome.
If
And
you're
I'll-
helping me, then I
Yeah.
won't fall.
I'll find a spot to sit down. That way, when he dismisses his horse item, just like plop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have dismissed it until you were
Yeah.
actually off.
Are you being subtle with your bird?
Sure.
First things first, make a stealth check.
Advantage? Is advantage something?
No, it's all in perceptions.
That dice rolled forever.
It is for the bird.
Bird.
Bird is. Oh damn. Bird's at 16.
16, got it. It's pretty decent. The question is, am I more decent?
With your rolls today?
No.
Bird's,
Silly DM, can't roll well.
bird's got
20,
the same
20,
dex
20.
as I do.
Natural 20.
Bird's got the same dex as Mary.
Just a better Mary.
Doesn't even have that -1 con.
I mean, I'm horrible at stealth because I have
Yeah.
chainmail.
You can
Yeah.
make your perception check.
Is it sight?
Yes.
Ooh. That is shit! That is a 1 and a 4. That'll be 8.
Okay.
But I have that advantage.
The obvious thing that you pretty much would get to see no matter what
Trees.
is a couple of a couple, like 30 meters in, there is 2 bodies on the ground that have been dragged in.
Concerning.
Humanoid shape, but it's hard to tell now.
It's hard to
What?
tell now.
It is hard to tell now because they have been completely exsanguinated. Their skin has become drier as all the moisture and blood has been drawn from their bodies and seems to be absent from anywhere, except for a couple of droplets here and there on the ground.
We found out what Valfrigak is. Gonna run. We should get out of here.
As I'm like setting up a campfire. What?
There's 2 bodies down over there, like through the grass. They've been completely drained of blood.
You're being serious.
What?
Yes. I think we should get out of here.
You have the fire set up and you have the 2 sticks in your hand and are about to start
I
running.
got the marshmallows
I know you probably have
out.
a flint
Oh.
tinder. I'm just...
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
have a
dressed
flint.
Prestidigitation. Light it.
Oh yeah, no, I have prestidigitation. I would have.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been like.
Yeah.
I
Light it for fun, then walk away.
Light it.
Burn
Snuff
the
it.
forest?
Leave.
No, I take the firewood, put it in my pouch
Okay.
because
Yeah.
good firewood.
I mean, yeah.
Good firewood.
Good
firewood.
Good
Don't waste
kindling's hard
firewood.
to find.
Yeah.
I shall not rate firewood.
Nice.
Congrats, you have firewood. The second you take a camp for this night, I'm going to tell you to take off the firewood.
Keeps it for later.
Damn.
I mean, you never know when you're going to
Quantity.
be in a high place and you just throw something heavy at somebody. Like,
Yeah, no. I'll leave it for the
Need to figure
because
out how...
we need a. Actually, that brings me to a question I have. Who's taking watch? Because you need a full night's sleep.
No, I don't.
You don't need to be up anymore because Jorn isn't around.
3rd level of exhaustion.
If you think Jorn was the problem, you're horribly mistaken.
3rd
Oh,
level of
shit.
exhaustion.
Oh shit.
Sleepy time.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, you're probably going to be 3/4 to like 4/5 of the way there by the time you actually need to take your rest, especially if you want to push it further to get away from this area. So realistically, you could like camp down and take like 12 hours to rest so everybody's full up with doing, say, regular watches, and also still make it there the following day.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let us head out then.
I think we just
Okay.
go for like 2 hours and be good then.
Agreed. Is it still light out? You said 5.
I was gonna say it's pushing closer to 6 because you guys stopped to investigate. It's probably gonna be like 30 more minutes of consumption. So we're starting to near the point where the sun is definitely beginning to get lower in the sky, but you haven't lost light yet.
I mean, I can just create light if needed.
I can also create light.
5.
Take her flight.
Well, okay, I have the light spell.
Terrify the townspeople.
But if there's no one around, I could just make a lantern.
Oh god. No.
I still love the fact that you asked. Is like, is that whenever you happen? It's like, yep, light, no light, light, no light.
Yep.
I am Jack-o'-lantern.
Exactly. Oh, beautiful.
I love that little. It's hilarious. Light.
You guys push on a little bit further until you find another suitable area where you might be able to make camp. Anything you want to do while you were there, or
Sure.
Set up camp.
what are you gonna do?
Oh, I got questions.
Okay.
What type of area are we in?
Uh,
Like, are we in the forest proper?
no. The forest is mainly to the side, and the road is built to circumvent the forest.
So we could go into the forest, or
it-
we could stay out on the.
Even right now, you're not right next to like the deep forest. There's just a couple of wooded patches around this area.
Okay, but there would be like trees and such.
Yeah, there's the occasional tree. Like, it's not entirely flat plains around here. Like, there's just a couple outcroppings of like
Okay.
maybe like a couple of croppings of like 100 foot by like 100 foot small wooded area that just never got cleared.
Okay.
There is also the occasional like farmhouse you can see in the distance. They're just kind of littering all the land across here.
Okay.
You can go now.
That's when Mary's going to. Okay, sorry. What was I saying? I have, like, we're all. This is all like during our rest or whatever, or
Yeah, if unless
Just
you
before
want
our
to
rest.
do it
just before. Okay,
Okay,
sure.
unless you want to do it during watch or while you're on the road specifically, you may.
Well, it's like the talking with
Mhm.
the two people.
The two
Yeah,
people.
so it's,
These two.
while we're setting up camp, kind of thing, is chatter between,
homies.
right? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as
Okay.
we're setting up with, I have two things. Now that we're kind of both, like, all three of us are kind of together and split apart from the others, and it seems that you guys are the most sane of the everyone.
I mean, I can't speak for Tallow.
Tallow did seem nice.
You seems like
I do miss Tallow.
upstanding.
You do remember him, though, slightly justifying public execution, though, in your brain.
Never mind. I don't miss Tallow.
I do not.
I'm just reminding you that is he is a very nice man, but that
He's
is also
Canadian.
Like,
Like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. You would be like, okay. Well,
Tallow did come from Vasselrise, or
So, Bird,
What do you mean?
I've seen you make Bird happen.
at this point, by the way, I'm taking my mask
Yeah.
off to work and stuff.
Holy shit!
You see me without my mask.
Yeah.
Madness.
Writing that down.
What about that?
Do you have a pet bird?
No, that's just magic.
Magic bird.
as this conversation
Magic
happens,
bird.
I ignite the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Take that firewood out of your inventory.
How do you
I never
just
put it
I
in.
know.
how do you do that?
It's very complex. It took a very long time to learn. And I'm not that good at it.
What's its name?
Mara. After a friend.
Mar or Amar?
M-A-R-A.
After I set up the
That's
fire, I'm
so
gonna be waiting
cute.
it.
I like that it looks misty. It's wholesome. Come on. You telling me one person with a pet in the group, Mary's just gonna be like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Secondly-
technically, there's two.
this is the second point of discussion.
The other pet.
That's more grim. So, we've been through a lot.
I'm leaning against a tree, looking at my book. Just a heads up.
Ooh, there's a tree. I'm gonna climb it.
And,
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I assumed we would be like right, not
Yeah.
inside the wooded area, but like next to it, so we can have like backrests and
Yeah.
like cover if needed to go into.
Can I climb that tree?
I know I've been telling you guys that I've gone through a lot of stuff, and you guys have taken that and believed that, and I know that. And, and,
I had to make an insight check.
I-
I do not believe it.
well, I just want to let you know that that's not completely true.
I kind of figured.
What? What gave it away?
You looked away when he shot him.
You look
That's
kind
human.
You look kind of scared when we entered.
Why would I say human? There's humans
You're
in this
not
world.
human.
Sorry. That's
You
normal.
look kind of scared when we first saw those corpses in the quarantine zone.
Also, if you had been adventuring for as long as you'd say, bloodshed, corpses, and that sort of significance doesn't affect you as much.
So she's kind of like struck. Like imagine you're a DM who's come up with this big plot twist,
Yeah.
and then the players are just like, "Oh yeah, we knew that."
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, you know, I have gone through stuff before, so."
Like what?
That was the natural question. You should have seen that coming.
Well, there was someone I used to know personally, and they aren't with me anymore. Not here anymore. And that is real and not fake. She's like stumbling to come to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you guys go through that sort of thing, I've done that before. So yeah.
That
Sorry,
is...
My brain's not functional right now.
So you're saying you lost somebody?
Yes. It was someone close to me. Her name was Alicia. She was nice. She's like almost in tears,
Yeah.
basically. But yeah, you know, if you guys ever go through that, oh.
Has already happened.
But, well, we see what Jorn does. It'll happen again soon.
Now she's like crying more.
Yeah.
You're in the tree, right?
Oh,
Yep, I'm in a tree.
okay.
I don't know if I want to roll for this or not.
Oh.
I don't know if I want to roll for
You
this or
should
not.
just do it.
Just do it.
Or you could be a character.
I don't mean roll it. I mean just do what you want.
Yeah.
You.
I don't know how well Vengeance is gonna take this. I'm gonna go over and try and comfort
fine.
you.
Comfort you,
Try.
gonna lie down, start to spoon you.
No, absolutely no. He's not doing
sorry.
that. He's just gonna like sit next to her and just kind of pat her on the back, like it's all right. It happens to everyone. Because I have no idea what I'm doing with this. It's
And
been
from your
a
perspective, yeah, it does happen to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's gotta die.
Oh. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know, she'll just like be sobbing, kind of half speaking, half mumbling, like just her woes.
Woe is me.
And when I was
Felix is
7,
not the
they
most
called me
touchy
fat.
person. Who
Bas-
knew?
Basically, she's just getting
Yeah.
over bonding.
Yeah.
She's like,
Kind of.
well, well, thank you. I've been living with that for so long.
You all go to sleep. Who is on watch?
I'm on watch. Oh, we're all on watch. None
Well,
of us.
okay.
Nobody sleep. Everybody take
no.
a point of exhaustion.
No. Take turns on watch so we can
Yeah.
each get our
I mean, who's
exhaustion
going first?
down.
Whoever rolls the lowest.
10.
3.
11.
Felix taking first watch.
Perception check.
Yes.
13.
It is not too long after everybody else falls asleep that you're a little ways away from the dirt road. You see a single figure riding a horse heading towards Mossborough. Just kind of emerge from the shadows. You can't see quite too far, especially because you're a good distance away from the road. And your dark vision is not the best it could be.
Yeah, just standard dark vision.
And you just see them ride off towards Mossborough from the direction you came.
Is our fire still lit, or has that like become embers now?
If you're maintaining your fire, you can keep.
I might maintain a small
Yeah,
one.
like-
So like not like a campfire, but
Yeah,
like a
like-
small little.
Enough to throw a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
Like, not enough to warm you, but enough to make you feel better. It is
Yeah.
the middle of summer.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna enough to like have a small
Nearing
light.
fall. It's the second half of
A
summer.
nightfall for a certain someone.
Yeah.
A nightlight for someone.
Oh.
Because I don't know how to handle people's feelings.
Nobody does.
Let me rephrase it. Felix doesn't.
Hey, you're the best two of everyone here.
Of the available options.
You are the only options. Woo.
Okay, out of the available options, Ariena's probably a lot better at this than
Ariena.
Felix. Ariana is.
Not at all.
Yeah.
She suffers from the idiot player doesn't know what she's doing.
Okay.
Hypothetically.
Okay.
Hypothetically, yes.
How did I become the most caring person in this campaign?
Because you as a player understand a lot more than me as a player.
That's sad.
Anyway.
Fun. Oh.
Love making people feel things.
Oh.
My heart.
My poor heart.
Your
If only I
watch
had
ends. Who do you wake up?
I'm gonna shake a tree.
Okay. Ariena?
Dead.
one. Falls out a tree.
Yep.
I attempt to catch.
Were you actually sleeping?
I was sleeping in a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I attempt
I
to
have 2
catch
points
the
of
fallen
exhaustion.
person.
At that point, it's just
Sure.
like,
You catch
I'm done.
Ariena.
Yeah.
Hello.
why'd you knock me out of the tree?
It's your turn to watch.
Okay.
Wake up vengeance in a little bit. As I. Do you want the fire?
No, I should be good.
Can you see in the dark?
Nope, I'm just gonna use magic.
How do you use magic?
Create light. The fire's not big enough. Not for me.
Magic.
light creates an actual light with it, or is it a dim light?
I'll show him with dancing lights.
Yeah, dancing lights
dancing
creates like
lights.
a 4 orbs
okay.
that you can
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
I thought you just had light.
I have both.
You're using dancing lights.
All of the light.
Because idiot
God.
players like, what do I need? More light spells.
Yes.
Let's have a beacon
Honestly,
for the
out
killer
of
to
the
come
two,
get us.
out of the two, dancing lights is a lot better than light.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, you hear a
But
faint...
dancing lights is concentration. That's the problem.
Okay.
Faint.
And it slowly gets louder. And it gets louder. And it gets louder.
Oh wait,
No.
dancing lights is concentration. I don't take guidance.
Yeah.
We gotta cry.
You just keep casting. Keep watching.
Yep.
Make a perception check.
Well, shit. That's an 8.
Completely uneventful. You see nothing, you hear nothing.
And no
Maybe
bird.
you doze in and out of sleep a little bit.
Maybe.
You're very exhausted.
Sounds like I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
I know. Eventually time comes for you to go back to sleep and for you to...
I'll wake her.
Vengeance, you are brought awake.
I rise. I don't know.
I finally have spells.
You rise.
Yay. This is scary. It's like a dark forest
Yeah.
with 2 strangers who...
Okay, well, there's a good amount of flat land. There's a chunk of trees behind you. You're looking outwards onto what's mostly plains with a couple tufts of, like, wood... They're not woods or forest. It's just, like, a small cluster of trees.
We got up the tree.
Yeah.
Leaning against the tree.
And then you...
The oh holy
Horse.
tree.
The holy tree.
Okay, yeah, I'll just...
Oh,
I don't know. I'll just, like, fiddle with my earrings or whatever.
Make a perception check.
That's a 6.
14.
14.
Someone took
Grunts.
expertise in perception.
In the faint distance where you can see the much larger forested area next to the outline of the city of Mossborough, you see flashing green lights going off in the trees, followed by a very loud crack.
Do they wake up from that?
It's a sound that would be extremely loud if you were right next to it, but this far away it just kind of fades off into all the land around you. Just
Is that normal? I'll wake up Felix.
jostle.
Felix. Felix.
Okay, what?
Ariena, make a con
Light
save
sound,
to see if
light
that wakes
sound,
you
light-
up too.
4.
Yeah, no, you wake up too. Everybody's up.
There's light.
What
Sound
kind?
light. Sound light.
Do I see the...
Yeah.
Bad.
Until all of a sudden it just goes. And
Do I see this or?
yeah, you see it too if you wake up.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden the light just stops.
We saw that earlier.
Approximately how far away is that? Can I get an estimate of that, or...
You're not too far away from the city anymore, so it's not out of your reach. It's probably an hour or so away by horse.
Is that frightening you?
I mean, the loud crack that I heard frightens me.
Think of who you were with a little while back.
You
That-
can't. You can't
Oh, I
be.
didn't hear the crack.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You can't. No.
That is an approximation of what it could be.
Do any of them know green light?
If they're
Great.
talking, I'm just gonna fall back asleep.
Yeah.
Green light.
That
Actually,
must be a spell. Green light.
no.
I can cast light and make it green.
That is true. You can change the color of dancing lights.
But the crack is different.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's a part of the spell.
That is...
You didn't know dancing light also creates rave music.
I did know that.
That might be a specific spell, but I cannot be too sure about it.
Well,
Can I make an Arcana check to see if it was a spell or not? Or...
The light or the crack? Because you didn't hear the crack.
the light.
Well, from what she's saying...
Yeah, make a roll.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Without hearing it yourself, it's kind of
And just seeing it.
Yeah. Some practitioners, when they cast lightning-based spells, it will give off green colors depending on personality and personal intrigue. Those also definitely make noise. Typically, you wouldn't be able to hear those spells from this far away, though. If anything, the crack is probably unrelated to the light, if not caused by the same thing.
And from what I know about a specific cantrip, all I know is that mine is golden. His is purple.
Yeah.
I would never know it would actually be green unless I've actually seen it before.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm aware, that is an unlikely possibility. It's most likely a thunder crack. But even so,
you rolled well. The problem is that with the limited information, there's a lot of things it could be. It very well could be a spell.
But
probably
it could also be a rifle of sorts.
It could. You've heard rifles definitely can be that loud. Thaumaturgy could be that loud. Like, there is a great number of things it could be. Even if somebody just cut down a tree, it's because you have such an open space where sound's not going to really get stopped by many things. Like, it might be able to travel a good distance. It might dissipate a lot quicker because there's nothing for it to reverberate off of.
It is a possibility of many things. My guess would be either... Well, I can't really say.
Should we just lay low, or...?
Lay low. Don't make any rash decisions. And we should be good. We will be heading into town at dawn. And I need some sleep.
Oh, okay. I'll let you know if anything bad happens.
Alright. Night. Back to sleep.
What I can do in a long rest.
You can actually get your spells back?
No, I can change my spells.
Yes.
I definitely remember what clerics can do on long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You all wake up once the sun begins to rise.
Oh.
Smoldering campfire, slight scent of burning wood, and just fresh air. Trees and flowers, bees and honey.
Flowers blooming.
Beautiful. Lovely. If you all have nothing else to do, you can mount up on your horses and ride continuously into Mossborough.
Yep.
Does anybody else want to have any stories about dead characters?
Not for you to figure out yet.
Too late. Should have been here for that session.
As you ride into town, you begin to see these large gray stone and dark wood buildings of like a deep walnut. They are... every single building here is not quite extravagant, but commands some sort of respect in appearance. They have personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The architect actually cared about their job.
Yes. Moving into town, you can also see on a hill overlooking the forest, there is a massive stone castle with these bronze edgings and reinforcements all over it that, as the sun begins to reach higher and higher in the day, begin to glint off and shine these almost like bronze beams of light across the city. As you make your way through town, is there anywhere specific you're looking for?
I mean, Eveline told us to go to the people who run the town. They probably live in the castle.
Okay.
Or at least a mansion of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most extravagant houses of the extravagant houses.
Yes.
The castle.
The castle. The big ass castle on the cliffside.
So it is a castle.
Yeah, it is a castle.
Okay.
We'll fit in.
I mean, everyone.
I can't judge because some dukes live in mansions and they run the territory. So
So they got a
if it's
wizard
duke-
tower?
There are many towers and turrets.
Oh. No, I was...
Is there any sketchy looking necromancer hideout?
You want to make a perception check as you roll through
The
town?
library.
Sure.
I'll do the same.
Oh, 23.
Absolutely.
I'll just kind of.
Yep.
I'll just look.
20 and a 17.
That's a 19.
I mean, like, the
Yeah.
castle is somewhat ominous in the backdrop. Like, it is definitely, like, a little bit of backlit right now. It
has that we are ominous and mysterious.
Yeah, it is very much a structure designed to be above everything else, to, like, assert authority, or
So,
at least...
like, Felix.
Yes. So
Above
Biggie
everything.
blocks out the sun.
Mysterious. Okay.
Asserts authority.
Yeah, okay.
To clarify, my height is not to block out the sun; it is to block out the rain.
Every so often, you do see the regular, like, town guard, a couple of military members of the Iberian structure. You do also occasionally see somebody walk past in a dark green cloak with that red bull symbol on the like pressed into the back, who has a large bow on their back as well as a sword to their side as they keep just moving throughout the city. Yes.
Any idea?
You personally, a lot of noble families have their own private guards or like
So
more...
these guys are
Yeah.
handpicked for the guarding this city.
Yes, like there is your regular town guards, there's your military members, and then there's the king literally bought me to do this guy, and
So they're the
the highest echelon of soldier in the
Yeah.
in the general area, at least at most times.
Yep.
Moving through the town, you also notice something abnormal. Almost every major city is going to have a good number of like beggars and like people on the street. There are none here. Not a single person looking for coin, not a single person who looks down on their luck, not a single person sleeping out a bad hangover in a dumpster. There is no one. There's just the people walking about their day of average stature. As you head up towards the castle, you eventually reach these large pairs of bronze gates that have those people in the green cloaks, the large bows and swords at their sides, standing next to it.
Maybe we just pass
Hello.
the coin and take the information.
it's two of the green cloak guards.
I look up at you. As you look them in the face, the cloaks have always been kind of hiding it. There's this faint reddish, ambery glow to their eyes.
Not like green.
No, not green.
Okay.
Not radioactive
Very
green, just a
good.
faint reddish, ambery glow. And they have helmets that have a face guard that comes up in front of their mouth that is forked in front of it and kind of like anchored down. Almost reminiscent of like some kind of muzzle that would be strapped to a dog. They look at you directly and go, "What do you want?"
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
We're just coming through. We're local adventurers.
I can tell for your somewhat
Adventurers?
shambled appearance and attire.
And not the zombie horse.
I mean, the zombie horse is also kind
I
of
was the
dead in a
same
way,
character.
Yeah.
I figured we'd dispatch it. I dispatch it.
You would
when
have
we
dispatched it before
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know what you did with your horse.
I'm still
I
riding
know I'm
it.
still on.
Yeah.
Unless you're.
cool.
Are you?
Ride that son of a bitch.
You
You
still
paid
riding
for
your
it?
horse? Our horse? No. You would have gotten off at town.
Yeah.
I would have dispatched
Well,
it.
if you're gonna dismiss it, yeah, I'm gonna get
No,
it.
if we're still riding it through town,
There's
I
no point. We're gonna look
Yes.
creepy as hell.
I look
that's
awesome.
why I always hide it in town.
Yeah.
So we have one horse.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
if you are passing through adventures, what can I,
We are looking for a mission. Not just any mission. Take it away.
I'm sorry, so you are looking for work?
Please excuse my comrade here. I think she might have gotten a little mixed up in what we were talking about last night. We noticed in the forest just outside of town.
As your horse kind of is sitting next to these guys, you see it starts to kind of like stamp its feet a little bit, as if it's in a little bit of distress.
Do I know?
Sorry, continue.
Do I know anything? I'm not paying attention.
Must be
much.
I
normal.
mean, you can notice it if like
Must be
you're
normal.
open to it. It's just
Do I know what's happening with the horse?
yeah, like you notice it like starts to move around and jostle a lot more.
It's not comfortable being here, kind of thing.
Yeah, one could only assume.
Was it doing it on the way in, or is it just not comfortable with these people?
It was not doing it before now.
It smells evil.
While I continue to talk, I want to just kind of like try and calm it down by petting it. Animal handling.
Yeah,
or
sure.
Guidance.
Advantage.
D4.
Guidance.
Merry inspiration.
D4. Eight. I mean, it doesn't make it worse.
Yeah. We noticed some flashing lights last night in the forest. We weren't sure if there was a problem there or not.
Oh yes, many dark things happen in the forest.
Okay, fuck. Oh, these guys are evil. Let's go move on.
Okay,
It's a
Marshall.
very dangerous place.
Shut the fuck up.
Very dangerous place.
I've seen worse.
Of course, there's always worse things to be seen.
What the fuck? Can you speak? No. Okay, I won't say anything.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love this dark, mysterious. Okay.
It's too dark.
Is there a way we can talk to the owners of the castle? Castle, right?
Yeah.
In the owners of the castle. Have an audience with them, perhaps.
You seek an audience with my master and his mistress.
Yes.
We can see whether he is busy.
That would be very kind of you.
He looks to his partner, who has like slowly been inching closer and closer towards the horse the entire time, to the point where he is now like a little too close for comfort.
So that's probably why the horse was.
He looks over at him and goes, "Dispatch a raven." And the guy kind of swoops off into the back to find a bird that you see. He throws up into the air and flies off towards the castle.
Did we just go to like the fucking necromancer town?
I don't think
or
it's the
something?
necromancer town. I think it's the town of the Raven Queen.
Evil town.
Oh, definitely.
Raven Queen does not exist in this world.
Okay,
Not
necromancer
yet.
town. 3-1 dispatched. It's a necromancer town.
Just like get away, like.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
gone.
that was
he,
the
he,
person-
he,
oh,
he
okay.
went to send
Has the
raven
horse
and
settled
he-
down now?
It's more comfortable, but the other guy is still standing there in front of you, and it still seems to be a little like it's not stamping as much, but it's definitely still like
Jittery.
heavy breathing and like very hair trigger.
Oh,
still
okay.
good.
I'm gonna try and get off.
Get off the horse, okay. The second you get off the horse, it begins to like rear up and like more. Like is in like I can now kind of panic without throwing somebody
Oh
from
my
the back.
god.
I'm going to try and calm it down.
I'll help him.
Okay, you can make the animal handling check this time because you already tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
D4.
advantage for.
Nope. Just D4.
Well, is Felix helping him?
Felix already gave his attempt to try and calm it down.
14.
14. No big flourishy motions, but it's definitely like it's huffing a lot. It's like
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna take it away from these evil guards. So I'm just gonna like back it up maybe find a stable, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to go out into the city and find a stable.
I'll be back. I'm just gonna settle
Horatio.
down.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go with her, or are you staying with me?
I'll stay with you.
As you go out to find a stable, you eventually come to a place where there's just a elderly human
Evil?
man who's just like,
What do you need?
I'm just looking for a spot where I can just set this horse down for a little bit.
Oh, we can take care of her.
he comes up and like starts petting the side of the horse. He's kind of got a bit of a hunchback from his back, kind of long.
Like in a
nose.
good
Working
way,
all
like
day.
petting and going like.
Well, no, he's like a normal, the same way you've been petting horses the entire time.
Okay,
Like,
it's just the way he sounds. I'm scared.
I only have a select number of voices for old men.
Okay, so he's a normal.
He's a normal old man.
Evil village.
one. I could have done the raspy one, but I didn't feel like doing the raspy one.
How much would it?
We're having a
How much would it cost to leave the horse here for a bit?
We're having
How
a
long
voice.
to be?
I don't know.
Costs you precisely 2 bits for 1 bit.
How about just? How about just a day? How much is that?
For the day? Oh, we can take care of her. You just hand me over a couple silver pieces.
Looks at 40 gold.
The best I can do is a gold. Is that okay?
I'm good with the gold.
How much do you have now? 39?
Wow, it's just not 4 times.
Thank you.
Fartok was what?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How much gold did Fartok have? Negative something?
We'll take excellent care of it. What is the name?
Horatio.
Excellent care of Horatio.
No, this guy's evil.
Sponge
Part of
baths
the-
all around.
Part of the evil village. No.
Not every necromancer is evil.
Not
You
every
just-
not
not
every man in
every
a necromancer's village is a necromancer.
I mean, next level Ariena has anime dead.
Oh, that's fun.
It's gonna be a regular Scooby-Doo house. Before Vengeance gets back, you do see a bird return to the little like guard's hut that's there and flies in. You see the other man come out and say,
The masters are in with someone right now. If you are willing to wait a little bit, we can probably get you an audience.
Sure. How long's a little bit?
I do not know. Unfortunately, sometimes these things just take time.
Okay.
definitely before the end of the day.
Okay.
Is there any
He's standing far too close to you to be comfortable.
like face to face, like
No, like
Oh.
like if you were looking this way,
Unusual.
he ends up like with his nose like 3 inches away from your
Okay.
face, like,
I'll
next
step
to you.
back
Yeah.
Oh.
Like these guys invade personal space like it's nobody's business.
Just kill these guys.
Would you like to come back later and see if they are gone, or would you like to wait here?
That's Geo.
I personally do not mind.
We'll wait here then.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a street,
Yeah, there's a street and there are
And then
people,
the-
like coming
that's,
passing
and then
by.
there's like a
Pretty much there's a little bit of a hill where the castle has been built upon, and you're at the bottom of the hill, and then there's a staircase leading up to
Yep.
it, and there's various flower beds.
gate, street,
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah. Just buildings of various kind, not everything. Like,
What's the first building?
first building is... There are a couple houses there, like that, like border alongside the castle, and then if you go a couple houses down, there begin to be a couple various shops and like restaurants and just places to be within a large city. This place goes on extensively, so.
Is there a artisan of jewels?
Yeah, a couple doors down, there's one that you see. There's a large like magnifying glass that's been like painted on a sign that has like a ruby almost finish to it.
This is from the gate. I can.
Yeah,
see.
from the gate. Like it's about a block down, but there is one there.
Do you have a way to contact me? I'd like to go do a small thing.
Sure. I don't have the best way. Just give you my familiar and send her back to me when you need to contact me.
Very well.
She can find me easily.
I'll do that, and I'll head over to the jewel shop.
Got it.
With a little hawk?
Yeah.
Was it? Hawk?
Mist Hawk.
Mistog.
Mist Hawk.
I have all the mist creatures now.
All of them.
Well, not all of them, but I'm grew up in my
You're
collection.
collecting.
You walk down the block or so, and then you eventually get to the jeweler's. You walk in, you see a counter glass display, many of like fine pieces of jewelry. This is definitely a higher class establishment, especially from the few couple you have seen around. There is a short halfling woman standing behind the counter, just going, "How can I help you?"
Hello. I have a couple gems here. They are worth
Appraisals, fittings, exchanges.
exchanges.
Exchanges. What can I do for you?
Well, I don't have any major use for them. If you have any magic items here, I'm assuming that's another shop, correct?
Yeah, that would be a different shop. Unfortunately, we mainly just work in jewelry here. I mean, I own a couple of personal items myself, but
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not exactly selling those.
Well, I am out of coin, and I'm looking to sell.
I mean, we definitely sell gems depending on the cut and the quality.
These ones, as far as I'm aware, are worth 500 silver pieces.
That was
No.
subtle. That
Yeah.
was good. That was good.
So 50 gold.
I mean, that was smooth, but she is still an expert in her trade.
Do I have to roll deception for that?
Feel free.
Do I get
are
it?
they actually 50 gold pieces, or?
No.
Okay, are these the one? Okay, go for it.
Do I get advantage or just straight roll?
No, just straight roll.
Guidance from across the map.
19.
Oh, you wouldn't get guidance because Ariena's way the hell away.
Yeah.
From across
Distance
the...
doesn't
19.
matter. However far he can run in a minute will do it.
It's
I
doors
think it would have
down.
been longer than a minute.
Oh,
Like, he's got to
definitely.
walk a block.
19 total.
I rolled a natural 1 and a natural 2. I had advantage.
I have 3 of them.
She looks at them and goes, "Well, they're definitely not finer gems. I could give you 50 gold for one of them, but I really have no need for the others."
For one, that'll be a trade.
Got it.
So-
She goes to hand you 50 gold.
Wow. Well, we know
It's-
she's
it's in a
evil,
bag,
so
yes?
it's okay.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
I'll
worn
take
or
the bag.
carried,
Got it.
isn't it?
Hmm?
Worn or carried.
Oh shoot, I think it is. Hold up.
Yeah, because it can't just be if it's in a bag, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you just put on a pair of gloves,
Yeah,
you have
hold
no
up.
problems.
Hold up.
That's the solution with everyone here.
I think it is.
Oh, yes. Put on a pair of gloves, burn everything.
I actually have to look up my character race now. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just wondering how much I drank.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot more
So,
than
like,
I
what
have.
happens if you have gold?
He suffers a painful death.
No, I
cool.
just become pain.
Oh, that's not bad. We have healers.
So far, I've consumed.
You are naturally
40
afraid of
ounces.
gold, and as such, you will not accept payment in its form.
You just can't.
I have consumed
I just it's not I can't. I refuse.
Actually, 25.
I absolutely refuse.
However many pieces.
Taking it instead as other precious metals or gems.
12.
You have disadvantage against intimidation checks or fear.
I just can't count.
14.
I cannot count today.
So you can't receive payment in gold?
You have disadvantage against intimidation checks or fear effects from creatures made of or wearing gold, and gold or gold-plated weapons have advantage attacks against me.
It really
And I
should-
refuse payment in gold, so I prefer it if it was in silver.
Sorry, just because a lot of that's probably going to get cut out. She goes to hand you the 50 pouch of 50 gold pieces.
I prefer my payments in silver.
I mean, I can see how much I have in the shop.
That'll do.
Spare change.
You see she begins to kind of like sweep
Yeah.
through all of the
Here's
all of the
500
change. Yes.
nickels.
Just like I'm afraid I only have about 400 silver pieces in the entire shop.
Platinum's also a currency, keep in mind.
Yeah. Shh.
Electrum is also a currency.
I will slap you. Do you have a platinum piece instead for that one?
I mean, we don't typically receive payment in platinum, and whenever we do, typically it's such a high value currency that we normally just store it anyway in the second we can, so unfortunately it's all been sent off to the vaults already.
Is there something worth that amount of silver in exchange, or
We deal in finer pieces of jewelry. Nothing we sell in the
Nothing
shop is
that-
going to probably dip below 75 gold pieces in value.
I'll take the 400 silver.
There you are. There's a 1 gold piece gem. You can take 400 silver.
I don't know how long.
You guys are going to be waiting for probably 3 to 5 hours just sitting outside.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go buy food.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely go buy food. Just knock off like a silver piece for like a very rudimentary meal. You're
When I
welcome
go
to
back,
do
I
the same.
see her gone. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna head out and do
Sure.
some shopping then.
I mean, if you wait like an hour, you'll be done much sooner than that.
Yeah.
Do you guys all want to go out and do some shopping, or
I have no money.
Shopping episode. No, I don't know.
no? Okay, you all just end up sitting.
I might take a look at a
You
magic.
can talk
shop,
with the
but-
guards.
What would you like to know,
No.
What's your name?
Henry?
Evil Henry. The most evil name.
I'm sorry. This man has been saying it's a necromancy village. It has to be. There's no doubt in my mind. First name comes up, Henry.
I mean, a lot of historical King Henrys were pieces of garbage.
Okay.
Okay, but with their
Wow.
necromancers.
Oh, Henry.
I'm sure one of them was accused for it at some point.
I'm sorry.
This is too pure.
God. So,
What is your name?
oh, my name is
Do it.
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
It's
It's a
a
very lovely name.
common name.
Okay.
No, it's much better than that. It's very rare. Very desirable.
Just like Henry.
Thank you.
I'm holding everything back right now. Nice to meet
So,
you,
after
Henry.
Nice to meet you as well.
I back away 400 feet.
Put a gold piece along every single one.
Cunning action dash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a magic shop.
Yeah, you walk around and you eventually find one that's called the Unicorn's Tail. And
Stop stealing his ideas.
No, I just want to make it so if we ever return to this place.
I have to remember. Damn it, I gotta write shit down.
What was his name? Wasn't it the unicorn's tail? Oh
I'm
shit.
sure he'll remind you, so
I know,
realistically.
either way.
Keep this clip saved.
While they're off doing this, I'm just gonna read.
Is it tail like as in tail or tail?
Like a story.
Oh. Cool.
You find that magic shop.
The question is, do I want to go for what we talked about? See what we got, or should I get something else?
You should go for what we talked about because I don't remember what we talked about.
Okay. Do you remember what we talked about?
No.
Do you? Oh my god.
Oh,
What did you talk
invisibility?
about? Oh, right, invisibility.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Oh, I remember
I
that.
mentioned that offhand. How was I supposed to remember
The viewers are like, that was a week ago.
that? 2 weeks ago.
Don't worry
2 weeks
about it.
ago.
You walk in, you see a large, very white, like marble type layout and design. Not a lot of actual marble, but like it. Somebody who especially is like, it is very ostentatious. Like it is. You have money, we have magic. Like we're gonna make you feel like you're standing in a museum. It is aggressive on the eyes for the littlest bit. There's gold trim on almost everything to the point where it is.
Thank the Lord I have lenses on.
Yeah. You see this very you see a very thin, high elven man in the back with a little bit of like a wispy mustache, long hair that like the top is completely bald, but he still has long hair coming down the sides and a monocle. Over top of fine robes, and he's just standing there, just like cleaning his fingernails, just looking around. Just
I'm waiting
like,
for the voice. I'm waiting
for the
voice. God.
Hello.
what are you doing in my shop?
Oh, young man.
I am looking for items that are, how to say, able to turn oneself invisible.
Now, what would somebody of such clearly nefarious means be looking for in invisibility?
Simply put, to take care of a dangerous individual. One you might know of, being as he's next door. And when I say next...
What is he taking?
I've come to shoot your neighbor.
No. I just realized how I said that.
If you're continuing, please do.
And when I say that, I mean in the forest.
Don't know why anyone would go to such a dank, rancid forest. Either way, I do not deal in murder.
I never said it was murder. You put that in my mouth.
I mean, it's clearly murder.
How?
I mean, you're a fiend. It's clearly murder.
All you have is horns in the instant.
Take off head.
No. I'm sorry, no.
Summon
Why
Steve.
did you consider it?
I had an image in mind already. Just me walking up to the counter, take my head off, put it down. It's like, let's talk. No.
You disgust me.
The monocle falls off and dangles on a little chain. Get out of my store.
Leave.
Yep.
That guy, I like that guy.
Oh!
What?
Hold up.
Did you ask a name?
Do I want to?
Can I see?
Do I want to?
No, you're gonna dirty us.
Oh yes, you
Stinking
do.
cloud?
Prestidigitation.
I can soil one cubic foot of something, so just make a pile of gunk on the floor of his very pristine white shop.
Oh, you're gonna get arrested.
I
5 years.
This guy did me angry.
I mean, like,
Just roll a dice.
no, here's the problem. If I do it, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, he's guilty. Just look at him.
Yeah.
Just look at him.
Tiefling came into town. Guilty. What was the crime?
Yes.
Who gives a shit? Who
Stole
gives a shit?
something
It's a
6
tiefling.
years ago. Guilty.
You breathed.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to the gate. Because fuck that.
Okay. You go back to the gate. Normal books or fancy books?
Normal books.
Normal books. What is Vengeance doing while you guys are waiting?
Well, I talked to the guard, but
Yes, you did.
I'm not talking to you. Get away from Henry.
Get away from me, you fiend!
Henry.
Henry.
Maybe I'll go back to Henry.
Hello, Henry.
Like, there's not much I want to do in this town. Like, not really a lot of shopping or anything. I could buy a crossbow. I'm gonna go buy a crossbow.
A new crossbow?
A new crossbow.
I wonder why. Did you lose your old one? Oh, wait.
Just looking for anywhere that sells weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find just a
Weapons,
general
yeah.
blacksmith, not too
Wait,
more difficult.
is there like a fancy kind of crossbows
Would
area?
you like to? Well, I mean, there's fancy areas of town and there's less fancy areas.
I'll go
of
to the
town.
fancy area.
Fancy area.
Fancy are
Well, first things
weapons.
first, before I price you fancy crossbows, I need to know
Colorful
what a regular,
crossbow.
colorful crossbow.
Well, what type of crossbow? Light crossbow, hand
Light
crossbow?
crossbow.
Light crossbow.
I think that's 25.
Cool.
25 or 50.
It costs an indeterminate. Why does a hand crossbow cost 75 and a heavy crossbow cost 50?
Because hand crossbow requires more technology.
That is true. Yes.
Fucking, it's this Henry's brother.
We are
We need-
everywhere. It's a generational town.
We need context.
No.
What does it look like? Where are we?
You know, you end up finding yourself into a nicer blacksmith. Elven smithery. It is extremely elegant, curved blades, finely crafted blows, everything engraved immensely. What is going on?
Oh no, I just looked at something on his sheet and I realized something. This might be interesting.
Got it. He looks around and kind of just looks. You eventually see this like elegant blacksmith in like dress armor. Like they have a chest plate over top, but it's very clearly never seen battle. It is very much more ornament than.
Sorry.
Like, if you hit him, it's definitely going to protect him a little bit, but it's definitely more ornament than function.
Very elfy.
Very elfy, yeah.
Yeah.
Elegant long robes coming out the bottom. He's standing there with a curved hammer with a pick on the back and very flat face. And he's
How
just kind
tall?
of- 6'5". He's an elf. Long, elegant
Hi.
hair. Younger man, actually. Comparison to
As
everybody
young
else.
as Felix?
I mean, maybe.
We look approximately the same age, like maybe a couple year difference.
Are you going with them or?
Well,
Okay. This elf maybe appears to be like 27-ish.
127, maybe.
I mean, 27 in elf years would probably be closer to like 170, 180.
yeah, I was about to say
270.
one.
Okay.
Or the general
Yeah.
answer is just multiply it by 10.
Got it.
Hello,
Hello. What can I do
Professor.
for you?
Hi, I'm looking for a crossbow, a light crossbow,
Light
perhaps. I lost my other one.
You see, he takes one down. See, very
Oh my
spindling. And just goes, this one is infused with the finest precision.
Fuck. Oh yeah.
For you, 110 gold.
Ah!
It would
Hey,
be like
see,
the
that's
rest of
just too cheap for me.
Really?
Oh, he's
But
going that way.
you got anything more colorful and cheaper? Oops. But I mean, yeah, you don't have to make it cheaper. But if it
I mean,
were,
cheaper is definitely not going to be the direction if you want more color, because we were dealing with metal craft. So, if you want more color, you're going to infuse different kinds of metals. Different kinds of metals means more skill to bind them together, and also more talented hands and more expert craftsmanship in order to actually bring the piece to life.
fine.
I mean, we do just have run-of-the-mill crossbows that haven't been
That-
enchanted, around 30 gold pieces.
That's where we're talking.
That's where we're talking? Absolutely, I can go find some for
I'm just gonna look at my wallet. Or sorry, my coin pouch, and look back and look at my coin pouch again. Shake my head.
Mm.
Yes, crossbow.
you. Absolutely. He goes and finds you one and just brings it to you. It is
Definitely
It is still
crossbow.
it is a crossbow. It is made entirely of metal though, which is interesting. It's not like as elegantly engraved as a lot of the other weaponry. It's definitely more like, for a very fancy weapon shop, it's still fancy compared to like most other crossbows, but it's a lot less extra than a lot of the rest of the stuff. You just kind of presents to you and goes, 30 gold pieces. I'll even throw in the first 5 bolts.
Oh my god. For me? So what does it look like other than a crossbow? Metallic crossbow. Like...
Solid metal, every curve is like perfectly organic. There is no harsh edges. The actual like press trigger underneath also kind of waves a little bit, so it's a little easier for your fingers to like grip and hold. The front of the bow curves and then curves back out almost into separate clips. The top, all of the metal is polished and has kind of undergone some sort of processing to make it a little bit more refined looking.
Shut up and take my money.
Absolutely. 30 gold pieces, you have a crossbow. You head back to the gate. Eventually, the guards do look at you and go, yes, I can let you in now.
Fuck you, I'm going by you.
Do you actually say that to Henry?
No, I love Henry.
You go in and past the gates leading up the massive steps. You eventually get to the gates of the castle where more green-cloaked guards open the door, and you are able to walk through. You are led there by another green-cloaked figure to a large hall that opens up into a throne room with tons of rows of seating kind of laid to the side, and then for any political spectator who would like to have to hold court with the nobles of Mossborough. At the front of the room, you see a... This is in fact the wrong territory. I'm looking in the wrong section of my notes.
This is staying in because this is hilarious.
I wonder why all the characters are evil. It's just a nice village, but the DM accidentally put all the liches and like the dungeons characters. Oops.
Where's all the evil humanoid creatures? Right here in Mossborough.
You see 3 figures standing there, sitting among thrones. There is all of them are very tall and have brownish skin. They are all wood elves, deep green eyes that still kind of have a glowing amberish haze to them. Long blonde hair, and their skin seems to be like sapped of a lot of color as well, so it's a little more grayish. Looking out across all of you, the one looks and says, I hear you have... Sorry, that's a little too much Henry.
Everybody's...
I hear you have... seen something in our forest you want to discuss?
Of course you're looking at me.
I wasn't the one to talk about it.
We noticed on our way to Mossborough that in your forest green flashes kind of just appeared at night. And
We saw it during the day as well.
Well, I didn't see it during the day.
During that, when we were in Idletail, we saw it from there.
Did I see it from there? Because I don't recall.
They saw it with their familiar and they told you that it happened.
Okay, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So I saw this.
Yeah.
And my companion here said she heard cracks of what I'm assuming from the way she described it, thunder or a sort of spell of lightning.
Bang!
Okay, that is enough for now.
I've had no other reports of such things happening.
Are you sure? Because there's been a lot of it happening, and if we heard it from where we were setting up camp, it'd be surprising if you didn't hear it here.
Oh, I don't mean the crack. I heard the crack last night, but no one else has come forward speaking of these lights in the forest.
Most likely because we were outside when it happened. We could see the forest. Maybe.
My guards are paid to specially watch over that forest.
Then your guards cannot see very well. That is the only guess I have. I mean, no disrespect to you or your guards, but it was clear as day.
Okay, you have brought this information to my attention. What are you proposing?
We were heading this way for a mission on our own. If what is happening in your forest has anything to be involved with this mission, we might be able to help you out with it. We are searching for someone.
Who are you searching for?
Well,
Valkyrie?
No.
Jorn?
Hold on. Who would be... We are... No, that's... Hold up. Hold
What
up.
are you guys doing while he's talking? Are you just standing there and waiting, or?
I'm gonna write a note, pass it to him.
Okay.
If he reads it, I'll say what it says. If not, no.
I personally am looking for a companion that went missing a while back. Her name is Elvia. She was last seen in this location, or at least around it, and my guess is, after hearing some reports of a warlord in this area, my assumption is that she was kidnapped, or at least being
Looking for
held.
vampire stats.
What? No! No!
I still have my mask on, by the way.
Yeah. Where would you get that impression of? The spooky old castle on the hill?
they're nice people. Henry's nice.
Ariena hands you a note.
Okay.
It basically just says,
Be nice.
maybe they can't see the light because we are directly tied to its cause. We are tied to the professor, and we are tied to what split the sky.
Possibility, but there was many people.
Make a deception check. Insight is intelligence or wisdom based?
Insight is a wisdom.
Wisdom?
And deception, that would be a 16.
Okay.
I mean, I'm only lying about, like, who I'm looking for.
I know.
But still, yeah, I understand.
And you know she went missing in this area?
This is where I last heard from her.
He kind of looks over to the woman sitting next to him and shares many of his features. And the other woman beside her is much younger. He looks back at you and goes,
What does this person look like? Maybe some of my guards have seen them.
She doesn't like to get noticed much, so I doubt it.
My guards
but
are very
she's-
good at noticing.
But she is more or less human. She might have glowing eyes of golden color at times. She has long black hair and quite pale skin.
Sorry, I understand you were looking for this person, but what is your purpose of bringing this information to me?
Perhaps we can help each other if those flashes are anything of what I've known from their companion. It could be trouble for you later on down the line. I am simply here to inform you and possibly offer aid in the event of
these flashes being a nuisance or problem later on down your line.
As you were saying this to him, you begin to hear in the back of your head, I cannot speak freely. Find me at the bottom of the hill later tonight. I will speak to you then. I do not see why you should enter this forest at all. If anything, it sounds like there's a low chance your friend is anywhere near here.
I'm hoping that is the case. Please forgive my intrusion.
It is forgiven.
May we leave?
Yes.
Come on. And I
Looks thoroughly confused.
Thank you.
I kind of gesture for my companions to leave in front of me.
I need to check something quickly.
Okay.
You've never seen me do royal etiquette before, have you?
No. I fully expect you to just be an ass everywhere.
Ow.
Felix was a gentleman at one point.
Once upon a time.
Okay.
What's up?
Nothing.
Something fun that's gonna happen later to me?
Possibly.
Oh, fun.
You guys are escorted out of the castle.
That was a nice castle.
On my way down,
Yeah.
is it just this one hill, or is it kind of like a hill kind of decline down through the town?
It is one massive hill at the top. Like it is not even either. Like it's more like it's a lot more rigid than just like being a hill. So
Yeah.
they've actually like cut it off at places and made like stone barriers to like going slowly up the hill. So it's more like gigantic steps and then also a staircase going around.
Could I use? So this is like the only like hill
Yes,
that would be
like
described.
It is it is definitive enough geography that like if you're gonna call something the hill, this would be the hill you're referring to.
Mm-hmm. And the castle is up on the hill, and I'm assuming around the hill is like a gated
Yes.
area.
Yes.
Where would be like the least visible spot for the guards while I'm walking down the hill to kind of like take a look
Did
around?
we all hear the voice or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
Sorry, the least visible spot to the guards. There are guards like every 30 feet on this hill, so like on the hill itself, there's not a great place to like stop and not talk to.
Okay. All he said was, "Find me at the bottom of the hill."
Yeah.
Later tonight.
You didn't give a specific time.
Yeah. Just later tonight.
Felix, who was that person you said you were looking for?
That is not important.
Why you have
What?
to sleep so early? We didn't get any of what we wanted.
Yeah, now we're lost.
I might have some idea of what's going to happen.
Care to explain?
Not now.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming we're still being escorted, right?
Yes. You end up exiting the gate and are then left by the guards, except for Henry, who's still standing guard.
Obviously.
Henry, beware the name. Henry,
Invokes fear.
fear in the hearts of all of its enemies.
Have you found a new friend?
I love Henry. Hello, Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Please sponsor us.
Welcome to the necromancy dating sim.
mean, I was thinking more chocolate joke.
Yeah,
but
the
okay.
chocolate,
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Henry, forever. All right.
So what
Why
are we doing now
forever?
then?
We can see each other again in the stars.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
sir.
I look like to the ground.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
walk away.
Can you point us to the inn? We'd like to stay a night in a more comfortable place than plains and grass.
Okay. More comfortable. You're probably going to be looking for someone of your persuasion. We are going to be looking at.
Oh no.
No. He's gonna say to stay at his house.
Would you like to come home? No.
What the fuck?
You're probably
No.
looking for nocturnal no ones.
And that will be.
Far side of town.
Thank
Darker
you.
building. Corner of the street.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You as well.
I gesture to my
Okay.
companions to kind of walk with me.
You leave and you go find your way to Nocturnal No Ones. There is no name on the outside of this building. Like
It's clearly like from the way he described it, I can tell which building it is.
Yeah.
Though.
It is like everything here is like gray stone, dark wood. This is like this building is like fully stone painted pitch black with these vibrant purple and red glass windows.
Okay.
If you go in and open the door, you see this large open floor room that is covered in silk wraps and pillows and 1,000 different like cozy, comfy chairs. And you see people just out in this area just drinking heavily, extremely like heavy pipe smoking. Like when you first open the door, there's just a waft of like various herbal scents that are being carried out. As you walk in, you see there is a gnomish gentleman who is wearing like a fur-lined kimono almost. He has like sleeked back black hair and these wide open eyes, and he's just looking at you. Hello, what can I do for you? Sorry, too much Henry again. What can I do for you?
Okay, Romeo.
Not Romeo, my name is Tejo.
We would like a room, please.
I mean, I do not specialize in the rooms, but I can definitely set up a space for you.
Isn't this an inn?
More house of entertainment, but we do rooms as well. More just a place where you don't want to be seen. Not like you don't want to be seen here, I just mean if you don't want to be seen, you come here.
Okay,
It is private. And private is the number one thing it is.
that is understandable.
Sounds nice.
Okay, my friend. One room?
2 rooms.
2 rooms. Okay.
How much?
That will be 2 gold pieces.
Oh,
I'll pay 1.
Okay.
mine are
20
getting-
silver.
Let me show you.
You're not getting a room unless you ask for a room.
Then why would you say 2 rooms?
Because I don't know if you want your own room. I just know I want my own room.
I'm sorry, did you want a room?
How big are these rooms?
They are very nice, very wide.
Henry,
I
swear,
all I can picture is.
did any of you want to just share a room? Because I have...
I can
What
help
did
with
the phrase "fur-lined kimono"
No.
just paint too much of an image?
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking from the crab from the Little Mermaid.
Did you want that room?
Split room, I got like not a lot of money.
How much was it? 2 gold?
A gold per room.
I'll split you a
Oh,
gold.
a gold per room.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 rooms, 1 gold, 1 gold, 2 gold.
So I just paid for 2 rooms.
No, I paid for my own room.
I put 20 silver down.
Oh.
Then it appears you already have 3 rooms.
Okay. 3 rooms? Okay.
Let me show you. And he kind of walks off into the very, like, everything this man does is big and, like, exaggerated.
And he's
Except
shin
for the
height.
kimono, which is, like, probably way too short. Like,
And then
it's
my-
going just above the knee. Like, either
It's
way.
getting way too short.
It's too short for no pants, definitely.
And yet he is about the size of my calf.
Yeah. He leads you off and eventually shows you to your rooms, and like he is not wrong. These rooms are very wide.
Why?
Wide.
Like there's not like there's like 10-foot space going this way, but then they also like extend for a good amount because they like wrap around the building in various ways.
Gnomes.
And there are like there's one bed on one end, one bed on the other of each room. Then there's just various amounts of silk and pillows just like thrown everywhere.
It's meant to be like
It is.
we come here to disappear.
Yeah.
We don't come here to stay the night.
Yeah. And you can all sit there and wait if you'd like. In this weird menagerie of scents and smells and sights.
So after
this place is a sensory overload in every way.
Good thing I'm wearing a mask with
Like
my
there is
herbal scents.
30 different perfumes in like every 5 feet of this place.
I die. Roll con save. -1.
Yep.
After he shows us the rooms and takes his leave, I gather them all into one room to talk.
I don't have to interrogate you. I get answers.
Yeah, there were guards. And not the friendly guards. I have experience. So, not going to answer your question, but you'll know which one I'm talking about.
Okay.
When I was discussing our situation, I heard a voice in the back of my head.
Another one?
Yes. Saying to meet him at the bottom of the hill later in the night.
Do you think he's cheating on me? You do hear that in the back of your head.
I'm sorry. I'm assuming that was Paragon.
Yeah, that was Paragon.
That sounded way too female to be Paragon, so I had to make sure.
Yeah, no, it was Paragon, sorry.
I mean, at this point, Paragon's just kind of abandoned him.
He's still my patron, but at the same time, he's taking quite an interest in you. Have him. I don't care.
I don't want him. So,
You guys were talking.
do you know this was the person we were speaking with, or is this someone else?
No, this is somebody completely different. From the way they talked, they had more of a raspy voice. It wasn't our royalty.
Well,
Okay.
who was it? Somebody there?
I don't believe so. I don't know who it could be. No one else spoke except for the, I presume, king.
Did
or
they give a
duke.
time?
They just said later.
So then, best practice, we rest now, we go take a look tonight. Because it could be...
Most likely they would come at the grace of darkness, so that would be the best case scenario.
That would be the hope. But they
Yes.
might come dawnbreak. And we're going to be there all night.
Yes, that is the only problem. So, I'd say we should rest up here now, head out at dusk. What time is it?
You guys were waiting a while in the city, so it has been a good chunk of time. It's probably 4 p.m. You got like
Oh. Okay.
8 to... Well, because you guys started at dawn, and then you ended up
Yeah.
waiting outside the gates for like 5 to 6 hours.
Hmm.
You're probably looking at another 4 to 5 hours before nightfall.
Oh, okay. Should have saved that gold. Didn't need a room.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay, well.
I've got books to read.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Reading,
can
just
stay
waiting.
What's happening downstairs?
It is a menagerie of things. There is people playing games like darts and pool. There are people again just getting heavily drunk. There's a lot of smoking and the consumption of very strange plants. Some people are just absolutely gonked out in the corner with like pupils the size of plates. Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It appears to be there is a gentleman who's attempted to create a small bowling alley out of like pillows and cabbage he got from the
Oh,
kitchen.
yeah.
Like,
Okay, I'm going down there.
God.
I was
Fun.
like, Felix would definitely want to just head down there just to let loose and relax for a
Yeah.
sec. But it's like, no, somebody's coming. Somebody's going to be there. I need to be focused.
Imagine Felix being the responsible
No.
We might be dead in
Creature.
the morning, so I want to have fun. I need to not have fun, so we won't be dead in the morning.
So Ariena went to the room. Ariana.
Mhm.
Vengeance went
Yeah.
downstairs.
Have fun. Get drunk.
You said it was 4 o'clock ish.
Yeah. You've got like 4 to 5 hours before nightfall.
I might indulge a little bit. Maybe just like small liquor or
I
something like
can't
that.
save for my drinks.
Got it.
So nothing to like get me too heavily intoxicated, but like to just
Yeah,
relax.
absolutely. Like with the price of the room, they just kind of give you a couple drinks and no problem. Just enough to relax, but definitely nothing strong enough to like kick you on your ass.
Exactly. Yep.
Is there anything I could buy to do that?
Would you like to get absolutely shit faced?
She's been through a lot
This
lately.
episode is
Yeah.
about to enter the 18+ range.
Bludgeoning alcoholic?
Deho eventually
Hi.
like shows up behind the counter and is just like, well, what can I help you with?
Are you going
I'm
for a French
looking
accent?
for-
Just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Deho. You do not think I'm going for the French thing?
I'm looking for one of your drinks.
I mean, what kind of drinks? Do you want to just get drunk or do you want to get extra plainer?
That sounds like fun.
Where would you like your consciousness to go? Somewhere scary? Somewhere nice? Somewhere fun?
There's just some knife passing going on here that I don't know if I'm liking very much.
fair.
I'm not. No.
I could just play with my knife instead. I'm not gonna fucking
So
kill
anyways,
someone.
before I get
No, I just
stabbed,
wanna see it.
I don't know,
You have your
just like into the
I
past,
want to see it
maybe.
because it looks nice.
You want to see the past?
Relive memories.
Relive memories.
Good memories.
Good memories. See, when you're dealing with memories, sometimes things get crossed. So, I cannot promise you good memories, but I can promise you the past.
What's the worst that could happen?
Potato.
Okay then.
Relive.
See,
Relive your best friend getting killed over and over and over and over again.
he takes this like smoky, wispy bottle that is
Bleach
like.
is so oily.
It's the varnish, probably.
You see, he takes this bottle made of frosted glass with this like cloud stopper that kind of like swishes to the side, and he uncorks it, and he pours out like a thimble of alcohol, and he puts it in front of you and goes, "That would be 5 gold pieces."
Ooh, How's
got
your
4
how's
left.
your money management
Started
going?
the day with 80, ended the
richer
day
than
with 4.
someone.
Started the week.
Started the week with 80.
I'm richer
And
than
Middle of the
4?
week.
Okay, yeah. I hand him 5 gold.
Please have fun. And he kind of walks away. Would you
Just
like to
a-
choose to fail your con save?
I'll roll.
Okay.
I'll roll.
I don't think.
I don't
He's
think
taking
it'll
a
matter.
small little taste before he indulges. 17.
16.
6. Oh right. You
Yeah.
have a -1. Of
It's actually
all the
not
things,
terrible. Like,
Random percentile die. Come
it
on.
does what it does. I mean,
You drink and you go and find a cushion to sit on, and you just kind of lie back for a bit, and you feel for a moment like you're turning into soup.
oh, like good soup.
Yeah, like you feel warm and bubbly, and then you feel like you just kind of start to, you become one with the cushion.
Like
And then-
Nora right now behind the
Yes.
camera.
And then as you begin to
I
blink,
see the camera. I'm not.
your eyes begin to
Definitely not.
open and close and open and close and open and close, and then you just feel like you're sitting in your home with your mother,
Oh, fuck.
and she's standing in front of the stove, and she's just baking, and she's taking out fresh
Yes.
bread.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then you see she kind of turns behind you and goes, I know it's gonna be a pretty different day, but I just hope you have a happy birthday.
Yes.
And you see she takes like a gift out from
Let's
behind
go.
you, and she gives it to you, and it's wrapped, and it's just you're suddenly just kind of filled with like good memories of childhood.
That's fantastic.
And eventually, all those memories just kind of begin to fade and fill your mind until you feel your consciousness slowly return to your body, and you open your eyes and you kind of blink and you look around, and you're back to the room filled with silk wraps and cushions. The atmosphere has completely changed, though. It is a lot darker, and a lot of people have seemed to have moved on. You go to one of the windows and you look outside, and hours have passed. It has felt like 30 minutes of your life has happened. Probably 6 hours have passed since you took that drink.
We're gone. Well, at least I'm gone.
You would have gone by yourself without vengeance?
Shit.
They're freaking passed out on the couch. I would go up to Ariena and be like, it's either I'm going alone or you're coming with me. Vengeance is not in the right state of mind for this.
What happened?
Go and take a look.
I see.
Their pupils are the size of dinner plates.
They might have indulged themselves a
Too
little.
much? Yeah. We'll go without her then.
Actually, just give me a quick roll at a time.
Okay.
To see if, like, you wake up while they're focused on it.
That's 20. Woo. Let's go.
You faintly hear Ariena and Felix's voice as you're in the middle of a pleasant memory, and it just brings you right back. Kind of sputtering, and like have you ever been deep in a dream and then somebody shakes you awake and it's like complete whiplash
I've done
to
that.
where you are? Yeah.
Except on the shaking end.
Yeah. It is like complete physical psychological whiplash.
Should we just bring her upstairs?
What? 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 Hello?
Well, hello. Are you capable of walking?
Would you like to stand up?
I try and get up.
I brace.
You're like a little wobbly because your brain's still coming to, but you eventually like find your footing and you can walk fine.
Hello, I'm here. Yes? It turns out those things make you see things.
Why don't you come with me for a minute? I'll just lead her to her room
Yeah.
and just.
One thing I wanted to do before you guys left. Ariena.
Oh God.
When you go to sit in your room alone, the one thing difference from your room and Felix's is that yours has a tall standing mirror on one side of the room.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
For the first second that you walk in the room, out of the corner of your eye, you swear you see a large, shadowy, billowing cloak standing behind you in the mirror.
Turn around.
And there's nothing there.
That's horribly
And
creepy.
then when you look back to the mirror, there's nothing in the mirror anymore either.
I'll point that out to him once we put her to sleep.
Got it.
Put her
I'm
down.
sorry, you saw it. What?
Some shadowy figure just in the mirror of my room.
I mean, like, you're fully conscious if you, like, want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
protest. Like, you are not, like, out of it. Like,
I'm maybe like sitting on my bed.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm doing okay. It's just the stuff I saw. I mean, I'm physically fine.
A lot of things make you feel like you're physically fine, make you think you're physically fine. That's probably not true.
I mean, if I was really out, could I do this? And
Yes.
I'll throw a dagger. And
Oh
catch
god.
it. Rogue abilities.
and done very well.
We let her... I don't think we let her come with us.
Nope.
Is
Still intoxicated.
you went out and got blackout drunk. Just because you're conscious and can throw a dagger does not mean you're good to go.
I mean, I've been sleeping for a little while. Like, there's nothing I'm doing here. Do you
Stand
guys
up.
not want me to go with you?
No, it's not that.
You-
Stand up for me.
I stand up.
They stand up perfectly fine.
Interesting.
Actually, solution. Lesser restoration.
Nothing
I don't
happens.
know if it does anything, but I'm going to do it anyways.
You
Okay.
cast Lesser Restoration on
Yeah.
it.
You did that to Tobias.
Yeah, and it worked.
It worked.
Did you just magic me?
Yes.
You feel no different.
What did you do? How did you magic me?
Remove
She's-
any traces of drugs from your system.
Oh, then that does remove that.
Hmm?
You were gonna have advantage on Wisdom saving throws for the next, like, 24 hours. You don't have advantage on Wisdom saving throws for the next 24 hours.
I broke him.
After effects of having a good time in the drug
As you can
world.
see, Marshall has become vengeance and has melted into the couch like soup.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Ariena. I appreciate your magic.
She was definitely still intoxicated when I cast that on her.
No doubt.
Not all drugs are bad.
That's a
Never
great
said
lesson.
I never
Thanks,
said
kids.
that. I never said that.
Should we head out then?
Sorry, did you want to talk about the mirror first?
I did. He said so.
No, I was gonna say, there's like, you're delusional. That is. Do you have anyone who could be that shadow or
Nope.
possibly a entity?
That's the first experience I have with entities in my head. It's your damn patron.
Are they in front of me talking about
Yep.
this?
Yep.
Can I look at the mirror?
Yeah.
It's in the next room.
It's in Ariena's room. Sorry, did you take vengeance back to their room?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no mirror in this room.
Okay, then what is it?
There's a funny
Fair.
little bookshelf though that has like a bunch of little figurines on it
Okay.
that have
this
all been
is
like
cool.
cracked or smashed at some point and glued
Okay,
back
this
together.
isn't cool. Okay, this is cool.
I understand the patron thing, but this seems like something else.
There's nothing I know that could have caused it.
Should we look at it?
I mean, sure.
I'll take a look in the mirror.
Yeah.
So will I.
Neither of you see anything in the mirror.
I'm gonna detect. Ooh! I'm gonna detect magic.
Just in general?
Do you have like a divine sense or something?
I have divine sense, but I can detect magic at will.
Ooh, actually, that's smart. I should detect magic.
The only magic any of you detect are the magical items you carry with you.
That's a 7.
And I assume entities of which they are, which is Ariena.
Any divine sense?
That was 7 for detect magic.
You don't roll
Detect
for
magic. You don't roll for.
It's a wizard spell.
Oh!
count.
7 is the current misfire number.
Oh!
Hilarious.
We get to see what happens when.
Could
We
you
get to see
do
what happens.
me a fun favor
The room
and
explodes.
roll a d20?
Not percentile. Nat 20.
That's a good dice. I want that. Thank you.
I die a painful death.
That's a nat 20 on a misfire. What is that?
It's probably just a table that he's looking through now.
Oh, Jesus
Are
Christ.
you trying to look at it?
No, I'm looking at his face. I
Oh,
was trying to look at it.
okay. It's your turn for your pupils to turn into dinner plates.
Oh no.
Bye.
Did you get high off your mind now?
Ariena. As you go to cast Detect Magic, you feel the arcane light begin to pull in your hand until it becomes so bright that is all you can see. When you close your eyes and blink rapidly to the point where it clears it, you feel yourself, not quite yourself, standing in the middle of a field, looking across the same topography of the area around, but not quite the same. You see, the city itself is much smaller. The castle is not quite finished. But there is another manor home here that you see that is also on the side of the, off towards the edge of town. That's no longer there. You look down at your hands and you're used to looking down and seeing you. You look down and see these large, masculine, humanoid hands, skin now completely beige. You look around you and you eventually see the mirror, and the face looking back at you is a bandanaed, pulled back hair of a human man with these large swords on his back, and you see there's a complete deadness in one of his eyes, and his teeth has been sharpened intentionally to a point. You feel your neck turn back and look forward. This big, scraggly beard around you, kind of scratching at your chest. You look forward and you begin to walk forward across plains towards the manor house. You see, as he gets to a gate that surrounds it, you raise a hand and cast Detect Magic. You see the gate firing with a bunch of different spells. You see he takes his hand and raises it. This dark, wispy, red, pulsating energy, and you see hands begin to claw out from the ground as a group of undead rises up. You see they pile against the gate and smash it down. You see through the eyes of this man as he runs through this home now with these frenzied, horrific, barbed skeletons around him. As you see through the eyes of this man as you rush through this home. You eventually get to the top floor of the building, bursting in. You see a woman and a man in the opposite side of the room. The man reaching for a great sword. Before he can, you feel yourself run forward, draw the swords from your back, behead the woman standing next to him, and then rush forward and take them both and stab them into the man's chest and then rip them out. You then feel yourself take your hand, put it in your pocket, and pull out this almost like cluster of veins. You look the man in the eyes and you feel yourself say to him, "Altagak will never forget. and you take the cluster of veins and plunge it into this gasping open wound in his chest. And you see the veins begin to take root and pull out, and you see as his body begins to wither and not die, but come back together and reform, more jagged, more decayed. And you see him kind of sitting there gasping and sputtering on the ground as this faint, wispy ghost light behind it kind of fades. This vaguely human shape of wisp and air kind of cradles him until it takes form into this wispy ghost that begins to shriek and howl, and you feel your eyes begin to bleed, and you feel the blood begin to run from your ears, and all of a sudden, you are Ariena again.
Are my eyes still bleeding?
No.
Just gonna fall to the floor.
Yep.
Ariana?
And I think that is where we will leave it tonight.
You did this! You did this! You killed them all!
Murder.
Thank you very much for tuning in to Karminian Chaos episode 10, number 2 of our secret half-party sessions. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Henry most certainly did.
No.
Henry will be back in a future episode.
Henry
Make
will
sure you
return.
stay tuned because he will be back to torment Marshall even more.
I do not promise that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope everybody had a good night. And if you would like the materials to possibly make a absolutely killer NPC such as Henry, then
No.
you know where you can do that.
No.
You know where you can get the materials to do
Oh,
that.
Zaccardi.
Phoenix Games and Hobbies,
Oh my
501
God.
Krug Street, Kitchener, Ontario. Very lovely store where you can find all of your nerdy shenanigans. Warhammer, Magic, Dungeons and Dragons, dice, accessories, books. It's all there.
Everything you'll ever need to ruin a party's life.
Exactly.
Except Henry.
Except Henry.
No,
Henry
Henry doesn't
will
count
live
because he's
forever.
an
You can't
NPC.
make Henry there, I'm sorry.
Henry will live forever.
Nope.
You can make even better NPCs.
No.
Through
You
your
can,
own
you
mind.
cannot make any NPC better than Henry.
Yes, you can. I
I'm
believe
sorry.
in you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.